Good morning, everyone. I am Maureen Dinkins, and today I will be guiding you through the standing sequence of Ashtanga Yoga. If you're not too familiar with Ashtanga Yoga, it is a set sequence of postures, and they get a little bit more challenging each posture as you learn the next. The standing sequence takes about 30 minutes to do, and then we'll do a couple of closing postures. But this is a great sequence to memorize because you can put it in your pocket and take it with you wherever you go. You can do it in a hotel room. You can do it outside in a park. So this is a perfect sequence for leg strengthening, for twisting and activating the digestive system, and also to get the blood flowing to heat up the body and stretch those muscles. So once you memorize the Ashtanga standing sequence, then you can start working on some of the seated postures. As we move through the standing sequence today, we will go through all of them, and then we'll do a closing set of postures. We don't want to leave the practice open-ended. No matter how far we go into the Ashtanga sequence, we always want to do some sort of closing postures to seal off the energy that we've created for ourselves by doing the practice. The closing and postures can involve back bends, shoulder stand, headstand, and a series of lotus postures. But today we'll probably just be doing some bridge postures in the place of the back bends and a couple of lotus postures for the very end. And you can do cross-legged instead of full lotus for these. So if you're ready, let's get started. Because the Ashtanga sequence is a traditional method of yoga, we always do an opening and closing mantra. So the opening mantra is giving thanks to all the yoga teachers who have kept yoga alive, especially Patanjali. Patanjali wrote the book of the Yoga Sutras, and that's the book we follow today as a guideline for our yoga practice. It begins with Om and ends with Om. So I encourage you to join me on the Oms, and I'll say the prayer slow enough so that you can repeat the words after me. The prayer is in Sanskrit. So as you come to a standing position at the top of your mat, bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes, bow your head. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Bande Gurunam Charanaravinday Sandarashita Swatma Sukhavabode Nishreyase Jongalikayamane Samsara Halahala Moha Shantye Abahu Purushakaram Shanka Chakrasi Darinam Sahasra Shirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim As we move through this sequence, remember to breathe in and out through your nose. The breath is called deep breathing with sound. So as you inhale, you want to fill the lungs completely. And as you exhale, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your nose as you press all of the air out. So come to standing at the front of your mat, feet together, arms down by your sides. This very first posture is called Samastitihi. In a full Ashtanga primary series practice, we would do 5 Surya Namaskar A's and 3 Surya Namaskar B's. But because today is for a beginner's class, we're only going to do 3 Surya Namaskar A's and 3 Surya Namaskar B's. They're challenging. You breathe as you move through them, which means that they are vinyasas. So starting in Samastitihi, bring your arms to your sides. On the inhale, reach your arms up. Press your palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the mat next to your feet and bow your head to touch your knees. Inhale, lift your head, look forward as you reach to the earth, and then quickly step back to a plank position. You can drop your knees if you need to, and exhaling, bend the elbows in towards the body, lower the chest down between the hands. And then on your inhale, push yourself forward, point your toes, arch your back, straight arms. Notice how my shoulders are right above my wrists. Lift your head, look up. If you're more advanced, bring your feet a little closer together. And if you can, lift your legs. This is upward dog. Then we're going to flip the feet, lift your butt, and press yourself back into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, spread the fingertips really wide. Tuck your chin to your chest, bringing your head between your arms. Lift your hips and press through your heels as you look toward your toes. Here we take 5 deep breaths in and out through the nose continually. As you exhale, notice how you can pull your navel in toward your spine to massage those internal organs. As you finish your next exhale, look forward toward your hands and step your feet up between your hands so your feet are touching. Inhale, half lift as you reach to the earth. Exhale, bowing the head to the knees. Inhale, stand up nice and slow, reach to the sky, press your palms together, look at your thumbs, and exhale, arms back to the sides in Samastitihi. Good, let's do 2 more of those. Inhaling through the nose, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, fold forward, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhaling, look forward as you reach to the earth and step it back to plank. Exhaling, knees down or up, lower your chest down between your arms. Inhaling, roll to the tops of your feet, legs down or up, look all the way up to the ceiling, and then exhale, flip your feet and press it back into downward facing dog. Breathing for 5 here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhaling, 4. Inhale. Exhaling, 5. At the end of that 5th exhale, look between your hands. Step your feet up between your hands so your feet are together. Inhale, look forward as you reach to the earth. Nice straight spine. Exhale, keeping the integrity of the spine. Bow your head to your knees. Inhale, stand up nice and slow, and then reach your arms up over your head. Press your palms together. Look at your thumbs. And exhale, arms to the sides in Samastitihi. Last Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, hands up. Palms together, look at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhale, look forward. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Remember to keep those fingers spread wide. Push the weight down through the index finger. Head comes between the arms. Look towards your navel. Press through your heels. Breathing for 1. Exhaling, 2. Exhaling, 3. Exhaling 4. Exhaling 4. 5. As you finish that 5th exhale, look towards your hands, step your feet up, feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhaling, head to knees. Inhaling, come all the way up to standing, reach up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, arms to the sides, back to Samastitihi. So that is Surya Namaskar A. That is a little bit challenging, I know. We're going to move to Surya Namaskar B, which is even more challenging. So take your time, move with your breath, and rest in pose of the child if you need to. The most challenging postures come at the beginning. They're not the most, but we use these vinyasas, this breath with movement system in the very beginning so that we can heat the body from within and to start to create a rhythmic breath that will keep throughout the practice. So let's move on to Sun Salutation B, Surya Namaskar B. Bring your feet together, bend your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhale, lift your head, look forward, step it back to plank. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga, knees down or up. Inhale, come to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now this is where it changes. Lift your head, look forward, step your right foot up between your hands, however you need to get there, and pivot and plant your back foot to the mat. Keeping your right knee over your right ankle, we're going to inhale it up into Virabhadrasana, Warrior 1. Now the next breath is an exhale, and it's a long exhale. We exhale, hands to the floor, same exhale, leg back and lower down. It's a quick movement. We inhale to upward facing dog and exhale to downward facing dog, going right into the left side. Step your left foot forward, pivot your right. Inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs, folding forward, exhaling, hands to the floor, leg back and lower down to chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog and exhaling back to downward facing dog. And once you become stronger, you'll be able to move a little faster. You'll be able to hold down dog for a little bit longer. But if you need to move to pose of the child for these 5 breaths, go ahead. 1. And breathing for 2. And breathing for 3. And breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. As you finish that exhale, look forward, step your feet up between your hands, feet together. Inhaling, half lift, look forward. Exhaling, head to knees. Bend your knees. Inhaling, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs, and exhaling, arms to the sides, returning to your Samastitihi position. Good, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Stick with me, you can do it. Ready? Bend the knees. Inhaling, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, fold forward, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhaling, lift the head, look forward, step it back to plank. Exhaling, lower down to chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Look forward, step your right foot up between your hands, pivot and plant that back foot. Inhale, hands up, Virabhadrasana, Warrior 1. Palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right leg back and lower down to chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, pivot your right. Make sure that right foot's flat. Inhaling, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, hands to the floor, leg back to plank and lower down. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhaling 4. Inhale. Exhaling for 5. Look forward, bend your knees, step, and if you want to try, let's see if you can jump. Bend those knees, bring your butt towards your heels, look towards your hands, and jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, look forward as you reach to the earth. Exhale, bow your head to your knees. Bend your knees. Inhaling, sweep the arms up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, straight legs, arms to the side, Samastitihi. 1 more, keep going, bend the knees. Inhaling, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhaling, look forward, step it back to plank. Exhaling, elbows in, lower down. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, pivot and plant the left. Inhaling, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, hands to the floor, leg back, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, hands to the mat, leg back, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Stay here, 5 breaths. Remember, pose of the child. If you're out of breath, turn your focus back to the breath. That deep breathing with sound. Take a rest. The breath comes first. The postures come second. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Now as you finish that 5th exhale, look forward. If you want to jump, you can jump with me. If not, just step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, head to knees. Bend your knees. Inhale, hands up, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. So those are all of the warm-up poses that we do for the standing sequence. From Samastitihi, you're going to jump or step your feet hip width apart. How far is hip width? Hip width is if you bring one heel to the arch of the opposite foot and then bring your feet parallel from there. That's hip width. That's as far as you're going to need to go. Take your peace fingers, fold forward. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, lift your head, look forward. Exhale, pull on the toes. This is called Padangustasana, thumb to foot posture. Relax your head. You can shake your head yes and no here. You're going to pull on those toes, working your belly to your thighs. So a little bit, not trying to be too rounded, more lengthening from the lower back. And just gaze towards your knees. The drishti here, if you can, is down the tip of your nose. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. We're going to hold most of the poses for 5 breaths from now on. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, lift the head, look forward. Exhale, slide your hands underneath your feet, bringing your hands your toes as close to your wrists as you can. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow your head. 5 more breaths. Breathing for 1. 2. This is Padahastasana, hand to foot posture. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, lift the head, look forward. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, you can soften your knees if you need to. Just slowly come back up to that standing position. Use your breath and exhale, step your feet back together. From the front of your mat, Samastitihi, triangle posture, Trikonasana. Inhale, step out with your right foot and turn your toes to the back side of your mat or whatever side is the right side. My left foot is pivoted in slightly. Arms are extended, and on an exhale, you're going to take that right arm, reach over your right leg, and bring your hand down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle or foot, and if you are a little extra bendy, take your peace fingers around that big toe. Bring the left hand to the sky. We bring the fingers together and look up. Breathing for 1, and as you're in this pose, you're subtly pushing your right hip forward, gently bringing that head back. 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, come on up. Pivot your feet to the front or your left side. Exhale, reach over your left leg. And go ahead, bring that hand down, working one day to grab your big toe with your peace fingers. Right hand reaches up, fingers together, head moves back, and then we turn to look towards the hand. If you can't see the hand, that's okay. You're just trying to prevent yourself from looking about the room, preventing yourself from becoming distracted. That's why we're always looking at something or in a direction while we're in a yoga pose. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 4, 5. On your next inhale, stand up, reverse or evolve triangle, Pavarita Trikonasana. Turn your feet to the right side again. This time we're turning our torso, bring that left hand up. On an exhale, fold forward and bring your left hand down next to your foot. If you want to place a block under your hand, you can. If you're a little extra bendy, take your left hand next to your pinky toe side of your right foot. And I'm going to turn and look all the way up, reaching the right hand up and twisting gently back into the right hip, pulling forward with the left, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, stand up, turn to the left side, right arm comes up, point those toes and align those heels, and exhale, folding forward over the left leg, bringing the right hand on the mat on either side of your foot, and then keep your legs as straight as possible as you reach your left hand all the way up. Turn your head, look towards that left hand. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up to standing, and exhale, step back to Samastitihi to prepare for the next pose, which is side angle pose, Parsva Konasana. Inhale, step out to the right. Now this is much wider than the last pose, than triangle. So if you need a gauge for how wide your feet should be, reach your arms out and your feet should come about underneath your wrists. Turn your right toes to the back of your mat and bend your right knee. This is warrior two, but we're moving right simply out of this pose into side angle. So rest your forearm on your thigh, reach your left arm over your head and create a straight line up the left side of your body. If you want to go a little bit deeper, sink those hips. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, take your right hand next to your foot on the pinky toe side of your foot. And no matter which version you're in, you're going to look toward your elbow or hand. Press the outer edge of your back foot to the mat and press through your right heel, breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Press into that right foot. Inhale, come up. Turn your feet to the left side. Exhale, bend into that left knee, elbow to the thigh, right arm over the head, gaze up. Holding here, or sink those hips a little bit lower. If you're ready, take the hand to the floor. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come on up. So we're going to go into reverse or revolve side angle, Pavrita Parsvakonasana. So you're going to go back to the right side and bend into your right knee. I'm going to turn around so I can show you. Remember that back foot stays flat. As you bend into your right knee, you're going to twist. I like to put my right hand on my right thigh to pull my knee in a little bit so I can dig deeper. Now the elbow comes across. If you can go deeper, hook your armpit. Hands in prayer position, look up, keeping that back foot flat. This is option 1. If you're more flexible or you're working towards a different version, you want to take that left hand to the mat, keeping the shoulder hooked on the knee, and then reach your right arm over your head. Gaze up, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On the inhale, press into that right foot again. Come on up, extend the arms and legs, turn your feet to the left side, bend your left knee, twist. As you push that left thigh in towards the center of your body, bring your right elbow or armpit all the way across, coming into prayer position or extending the arms. Gazes up in either version, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come all the way up, arms and legs extend. Exhale, step it back to Samastitihi. From Samastitihi, the next pose, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, step out wide. Just like the last pose, the width of the feet should be about the same. But the feet are going to stay parallel, maybe even slightly pigeon-toed. Just take another inhale here. Good. And then exhale, fold forward. Keep those legs straight. Bring your hands to the mat. Again, if you need to put a block under your hands because you can't get all the way down, that's fine. If you can get your hands flat or if you're on a block, inhale, look forward. Good. And then exhale, start to walk the hands back if they're on the mat. If they're on the block, stay there. But bow your head down towards the mat. You want your fingertips to face forward as you push the mat down and forward to pull the belly between your thighs. Breathing for 1, gazing gently down your nose. Working that crown of the head to the mat. 2, lift your butt like someone's pulling up your hips. 3, breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, lift the head, look forward. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, slowly come up to standing, and exhale, stay here. Second one, inhale, reach your arms out. Exhale, place your hands on your waist. Inhale, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulders. Now, as you bring your elbows back towards each other, you're gonna exhale, fold forward. And as the head comes down to the mat, keep squeezing the elbows back towards each other, a nice soft neck. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift your head. Inhale, slowly rise, and exhale, stay here. Third one, inhale, reach your arms out. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, straighten your arms, squeeze your shoulders, and exhale, fold forward, bowing your head towards the mat. Lift the hands up off your back. Deep breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift the head, inhale, slowly come back up, and exhale, hands to the waist. Last one here. If you're feeling a little dizzy or you're getting a head rush, that is normal in this pose if you don't practice it very often. With more practice and with more breath control, you'll have less of that sensation. So the last wide foot stretch is here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, straight spine, look forward. Exhale, bow your head. If you can't reach your toes, it's okay to grab your legs. Wherever you are, just pull yourself into this pose. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. 4. And 5. Lift your head, inhale, look forward. Exhale, stay here. Just put your hands on your waist. Inhale, use your breath, come all the way back up. And exhale, step it back to Samasthiti. You can shake your legs out if you need to. Parsvatonasana, side stretch pose. Reach behind your back and grab for your elbows. If this is easy for you, try reverse namaste, fingertips, or more advanced, hands all the way up. This is a smaller stance. You're going to step back with your right foot and turn and pivot so you're facing the back of your mat and your right foot is forward now. Exhale, turn towards the right leg slightly and fold. You can look at your right big toe, but if you're extra bendy, work your chin to your shin and gaze to your nose. Breathing for 1. Keep pressing the palms, squeeze the elbows and shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift the head, inhale, come up. Turn and face the front of your mat. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Again, if you're only folded a little bit, look at your toe. If you can fold more, gaze down your nose. Breathing for 1. Straight legs. Deep breaths. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Lift your head. Inhale, bring it back up to standing. Turn to the side, release your arms, and then step back to Samasthiti. At the front of our mat, we do 2 balancing postures, extended thumb to foot posture, and half bound lotus forward fold. They're pretty advanced and they take a lot of practice. So I'm going to show you the beginning versions of them, and that's all we'll do today. If you know a more advanced version, you are more than welcome to take it on your own. Bring the weight of your body into your left leg and place your left hand on your waist. Inhale, take your right hand around your knee, point your right toe, and gaze towards your right knee, standing up tall. 5 breaths here. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, stand up taller, and then exhale, open the leg to the right side. If you can, and your balance is good enough, look to your left side. If not, find something in front of you to gaze at for the next 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, take the leg back. Exhale, hug the knee. Inhale, lift your torso. And then on your next exhale, point your toe out in front of you. So you just want to point the toe and try to lift your leg, looking towards that toe for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release that right foot down. I bet your left leg is a little bit sore or feels like jello right now for holding so long. We're going to go right into the other side. Shift your weight into your right leg. Inhale, take your left hand around your knee, point your left toe, stand up tall, look towards your left knee or even your thumb. Breathing for 1. Full deep breaths. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, stand up taller. Exhale, open the leg to the left side, look to your right side. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, take the leg back. Exhale, hug the knee. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, point that toe out in front, hands to the waist. Breathing for 1, 2, look towards the toe. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, bring it down. Second balancing pose is a half bound lotus pose, but we're not going to go that far today. So if you're just working on the balance, bring the bottom of the right foot to the ankle or to the calf. If you can bend your knee any more, grab your right foot with both hands and pull the heel up, flexing the left foot to put some resistance in the knee so you're not pulling too much on your knee. Shoulders back, gaze at a spot in front of you. Take 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, release the right foot down. Bring your weight into that right leg. Inhale, take your left foot up into that modified tree pose, or hold the foot with both hands, flex that left foot, stand up tall, and find a spot in front of you or on the floor to gaze at for the next 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, And 5, and exhale, release. We are almost finished with the standing postures. Now, normally if you went through the standing postures and you had them memorized and you did all the sun salutations, it would only take you about 30 minutes. But I've been moving really slow and trying to explain everything so that you guys get it in bite-sized pieces. So I hope that's helpful because we're gonna do a couple of vinyasas. We're gonna finish up with the standing sequence and we'll move to some bridge poses and close it down. So from Samastitihi, inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhale, look forward, step back to plank. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Look forward, step or jump your feet between your hands. Feet are together, knees are together. So sink low, and we're going to take Utkatasana, uneven posture. Arms are straight. Hips are sinking. Palms are together. Drishti is the thumbs. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, fold forward. You can straighten your legs and bow your head to your knees. Inhale, look forward. Step it back to plank. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Look forward. Step your right foot up between your hands. Pivot and plant your left. Inhaling, hands up, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Virabhadrasana, again, warrior 1, just like we did in the sun salutations, but we're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, sink those hips, back foot is flat. 3, arms are straight, shoulders are down. 4, and 5. Straighten your right leg, turn, pivot your feet to the back of your mat, bend your left knee. Look at your left hand. No, look at both hands, your thumbs. Breathing for 1. Sink those hips. Right foot is flat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to inhale, open the arms to warrior 2. Now look at your left hand. Shoulders should be directly over your hips. Try not to lean forward or too far back. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, straighten that left leg, pivot your feet to the front. Last standing pose. Look at your right hand. Knee over the right ankle. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On your 5th exhale, pinwheel your hands and bring the hands to either side of the foot. Slide that right leg back and lower down. Inhale to up dog. Exhaling to down dog. And inhale, walk yourself through to a seated position. And you made it through all the standing postures. And this is where we would begin the seated postures. So we're going to skip those for now and go right to the end because like I said at the beginning of class, we always need to seal off all the energy. Plus from all the forward bending, we always do a version of back bending at the end of our Ashtanga classes. So straight legs, slowly roll on down to your back. We're going to do 3 bridge poses. So just bend your knees, fold in your legs, bring in your heels as close to your butt as you can. And then make sure your feet aren't splayed out. They're parallel with each other. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, interlace your fingers, walk your shoulder blades up underneath your body, lift your chin so your neck's not pressed into the mat, and breathe for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly lower down. Don't move your feet. Once you get everything down on the mat, take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift right back up. That's why we keep the feet. Interlace your fingers. Walk your shoulder blades together. Chin up. Breathing for 1. Press through the whole foot. Don't let the outer edges or the arches take too much. 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Exhale, lower slowly. Don't lift your feet. Stay here. 1 inhale. 1 exhale. And again, lift. Tuck that tailbone, hips up, squeeze your butt. Chin up, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And slowly lower down. Good. Straighten your legs. Lift your head. Come up to a seated position and fold forward, grabbing the feet, the toes. We're just bringing the arms down on either side of your legs, holding here for 10 breaths. And just letting the body soften into position. After 10 breaths, inhale, lift your head, and you can either come into a cross-legged position, or you can do one foot into a lotus position, right foot on top of the left thigh, or left foot on top of the right thigh. If you are bendy enough to do full lotus, the right foot comes first on top of the left, and then the left on top of the right. But if you can't do full lotus, you can only do one or the other, then just do whichever leg you can do today. And the next time you practice, switch it up so that the hips and knees start to open on their own with time. So reach behind your back, grab your elbows, and exhale. Bow your head down for 10 more breaths. Take these breaths at your own pace. Just let the weight of your body do the work for you. And then after your 10th breath, inhale, lift the torso. And that one is called Baddha Padmasana, bound lotus pose. This next one is called Yogi Mudrasana, Yogi Mudra. Thumb and index fingers together, straight arms, palms up, chin to chest, 10 more breaths. And after 10 breaths, bring your hands to heart center. We'll do the closing mantra. You can say it with me as I'll do call and response, so you can repeat after me, and we'll do the opening Om together, and then I'll tell you what it means in English after. It is a Shanti mantra, which invokes peace. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha gobrahmanebhyaha shubhamastu nityam lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May prosperity be celebrated. May rulers rule the world with law and justice. May divinity and profound knowledge be protected. And may all beings of this world be happy and free. Om, peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste. So I encourage you to lay down and rest for a few moments, taking this wonderful energy that you've created for yourself with you for the rest of your day.